Welcome back to Bay Area Housewife of True Crime. We are at part 2 of the Jenny Lynn case. As a reminder, topics may be triggering. Viewer and listener discretion is strongly advised. The people mentioned are innocent until proven guilty in court. On the Friday of Memorial Day weekend in 1994, John Lynn was happy to be home from a long day of work, looking forward to the long weekend. Jenny's dad, John, worked in San Francisco and took BART. If you're not lucky enough to be from the Bay, the BART stands for Bay Area Rapid Transit. It's our subway system. Parts of it even go underwater to get to San Francisco. I love BART and have used it all my life, and most especially during my tenure as a paralegal. When John Lynn commuted to work on BART, the Castro Valley station had not been built yet, so he would have to get off at the Bayfair San Leandro BART station. The Castro Valley BART station was added as an extension to the Dublin Pleasanton line on May 10, 1997. The Bayfair station was John's stop. You run into your fair share of crazies on BART, from seeing people openly do drugs to impromptu dance performances to traveling gypsies asking for money while breastfeeding a baby. On a day 2 weeks before the murder, John Lynn got off the Bayfair BART station, and as he was headed out to his parked car, a stranger came up to him and said, and I quote, "I have a proposition for you. I got your daughter," unquote. After John rushed home that day to find both of his daughters safe and sound, he shrugged the encounter as just one of your local crackhead that you see each morning. On the day of the murder, John got home from work at 6:45 p.m. John noticed the dog was outside. The sliding door that headed to the backyard was unlocked. The TV was on, but no sign of Jenny in the living room. He heads upstairs and, to his everlasting horror, finds his youngest daughter dead, laying in a pool of blood in the bathroom. A May 29, 1994 Mercury News article reported that it was the new developing neighborhood's first murder. The killer forced Jenny to take off her clothes. Jenny's hands and feet were tied with duct tape, and she had been stabbed to death. She was found laying face down in the upstairs bathroom. A May 29, 1994 Mercury News article reported authorities believed the killer had been laying in wait, lurking in the shadows, hidden and waiting for the perfect moment to attack. It is believed he knew her routine. The front gate was unlatched, and forensics found no evidence of sexual assault on Jenny herself, but the crime was determined to have been sexually motivated. And although there was a broken window, nothing in the home was stolen. Jenny was tied up, unclothed, and stabbed to death. Authorities believe one possibility of a scenario to be a killer being interrupted as they were preparing to commit sexual assault. Police dogs tracked Jenny's scent to the Lynn family's backyard, and then the scent was lost in the trail and grassy hill that the trail leads to. Authorities suspect the killer was studying the Lynn's family's routines. They knew exactly when to get to the Lynn residence, likely before Jenny returned home from school, and waited for her to get off the phone before this real-life monster murdered an innocent 14-year-old with her entire life ahead of her. Authorities spoke to a neighbor who heard glass shattering around the time of the murder, evidenced by the broken window in a dining room area of the home. A July 2nd, 1994 San Francisco Chronicle article reports that 2 students witnessed a man ages between 18 and 25, standing 5'8" or above, white or Hispanic, with a dark goatee, wearing a baseball and a dark blue trench coat on that afternoon. On June 1st, 1994, a Mercury News article reported that the Alameda County Sheriff, Deputy Lieutenant Ted Nelson, told the press that they were looking to speak to someone sus, going door to door, passing out printed pamphlets in the neighborhood on the afternoon Jenny Lynn was killed, Friday, May 27th, 1994. This man is described as a Caucasian man in his 20s, about 5'10", wearing a black leather jacket and riding a motorcycle. A June 5th, 1994 San Francisco Chronicle article reports authorities believe Jenny's attack as, quote, some type of sexual assault that may have been interrupted. It could have been the doorbell ringing, John arriving home, or something else.